upcoming again.
Might still be there from before.
No, there's two of them.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, now I've got a live stream. Hello! Welcome everyone to the 5th round of Division 2 Season 13 at Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. I'm Phoenix1 and I'm being joined today by two co-commentators, Jonathan and Phantom Fox. Hello!
Hello.
Hello, Felix.
Right, so we're hopefully in for another exciting Division 2 race. Last week's race in Azerbaijan, Gabri's first race of the season. Unfortunately, Gabri missing his home race this evening. So there will not be a repeat of that. And I'm hearing a wet race. That should be good fun.
No.
Monza turn 1 in the wet. I will be there.
Well, I will so be there, I can't wait. Gonna be interesting to see what drivers go for in terms of setups now, if anyone runs wet setups. Depends, of course, how wet the race is, if it's gonna be full wet, or dry to wet, or wet to dry.
Well, they've just said wet, so maybe it's going to be basically wet the whole race.
Yeah, we'll see. Either way, I'm excited for it. Wet race always spices things up a bit. We've got a nice 15-car grid for today's race. And, yeah, our championship leader being Kevin with his Ferrari in front of Tifosi is surely going to try and keep that championship lead. Following him in the standings is Cuccio, only 4 points behind, and then Sean, only 5 points behind Kevin. So 57 points for Kevin, 53 for Cuccio, and 52 for Sean. Those are our main three championship contenders. Next car is Gabriel and Marco on 35 and 34, both not racing. Then JM on 33. So JM is the closest one today who's actually racing, and he is 28 points behind Kevin, which actually isn't all that much. But yeah, in the end he's still down in 6th, so we'll focus mainly on Kevin, Cuccio and Sean for the title fight, for now at least. First two cars on laps already. We've got Damien, purple in the first sector of course, as he is the first one on lap, and then followed by the Haas of Fogg, who is driving halfway through the grass. Not ideal for his straight line speed through the Curva Grande. He's about 4/10 off Damien in the first sector alone. A couple of other cars as well on the laps now. Edmund and Owais have come across the line. Mihai starting his lap as well. Mihai finally back after a bit of a break. We're glad to see him again. And considering it's a full wet race, we'll see how long he actually makes it into the race. Feel free to place your bets.
Well, I know he didn't get points in Div 2 last season. Did he race the season before? Did he get points before? Or has he never got points in Div 2?
I think he has got points before, just not last season. I'd be very surprised if he hasn't got points in Div 2 at some point.
It's funny when he got that 1 point in Div 1 last season.
Damien, the first lap at 20.612. And he'll be followed by Fogg. We'll see what Fogg does. The Division 1 target time, I believe, was a 19.550. I'll double check. Of course, that is, yeah, 19.550. That's what we would expect of a, that's what we expect from a Division 1 level driver. So that is, worth keeping in mind. So, pole time should be a bit faster than that, I'm guessing. I'm gonna say a low 119. I don't think we'll break into the 118s today. Edwin, at 19.6. And now we've got always
depend on setups though.
That is true. There might be a lot of people running wet setups, which will significantly slow them down at Monza of all places as well. I mean, we can check on top speed. Darky definitely is running a wet setup. He is hitting 350, 355 into turn 1. So that is 100% a full dry setup on that car. But so far, Edwin safely into P1 there. He's got a 6/10 gap between himself and Owais. McLaren 1-2 in the early stages of qualifying. Kevin hasn't left the pit lane yet, interestingly. Or just as I said it, I see him coming out of pits, so great timing. Currently on board with Sully, who is of course also in his home race. Sully, one of the... we have quite a few Italians in this division. We've got Cuccio, Sully, Poggio, Gabri, Kevin as well has Italian heritage. So a lot of Italians, a lot of drivers having their home race today. Although unfortunately Poggio and Gabri not here tonight. Sully into second in 19.8, a bit off the 19.6 that Edwin put in earlier. We've got Mihai on another lap after his 45.8. I'm guessing he had some kind of spin, mistake, something on that lap.
When I spectated him, he was, you know, just cooling down, so he must have either invalidated or something and just took it easy for the rest of the lap.
Yeah, Darky back in the pits, so he will not be finishing this lap. Keep an eye on Mihai now. I can't tell the delta on him, but I'm sure he's going to be improving on the 45.8, unless he's had a spin on this lap as well. Very early in the power to the final corner, bit of a slide despite the full traction control, and now on the exit just about within track limits there. That was a bit unnecessary, I would say. 20.842 for Mihai. That's 6th position. He has beaten Thok by about 7 tenths. We've got Kucho coming out of the first chicane here. One of our main championship protagonists. Right now, then 11th, 12th, and 14th. What about Sean? He's coming into Ascari at the moment. And he's putting in a 53.1 middle sector.
So yeah, it's been a very nice looking lap from Sean.
So yeah, Sean 53.1 in the middle sector. We'll keep an eye on Kucho and we can compare how close he is to Sean. Or how far ahead or behind he ends up being.
I can have a little toe here as well.
53.0. Kucho's 10 faster than Sean in the middle sector, and Sean puts in a 19.7. So Kucho with that 10th more could be close to Edwin. But so far, no one really right up there. 19.6. Still the best time. Earlier I said low 119. So far not really looking like it, but we'll see. Still some time to go in this quality session, and Kucho over the line ends up being a 119.594. A new fastest time. And Kucho goes into pole position.
Kevin did a 26.6 in the first sector. Just coming up to the end of sector 2.
53.2.
A couple of end up there.
A great entry into Ascari, I would say that was. All over the curb on the inside. Just about within track limits, perfectly taken. So that would have gained him a good amount of time. If he can now nail the Parabolica as well. And that was a very good line for Parabolica. And now, up to the line. What's it going to be for Kevin? It's a 1:19.724. Third position for Kevin. Exactly 10,000th of a second ahead of his title rival, Sean.
Then Desi came into the pits after invalidating their lap.
Now got Thor coming into turn 1 here. Starting his lap as well. His previous best, a 21.5. Needs a massive improvement if he wants to get anywhere right now. He's 7 tenths off his teammate. Currently Haas sitting in 9th and 10th. And Thork is up by 6 tenths alone in the first sector. I guess not driving through the grass is quite helpful. And as I say that, he drives all over the grass on the exit of Variante della Voggia. And now that should be an invalidation, yes.
Wide. Yeah.
Yep. Lap number 1 is the end of Thork's qualifying lap. Oh, I saw a car spinning around. That was JM on his outlap through Ascari. Bazooka starting his first lap of the session. He's currently in 15th, definitely on a dry slip as well, hitting 350 kph into turn 1. Kevin on his way back in the pit lane. So Bazooka is the only one currently on outlap. 8.5 minutes to go, just over halfway through qualifying. 26.6 in the first sector. And that looked like a quite decent Della Voggia chicane. Into the 2 Lesmos now. Can gain or lose a lot of time. There's very few corners on this track. So the few corners that you do have end up being quite important. As we head down towards the Ascari. He's gonna brake at just about the 100 meter board and then hopefully nail the apex. And not quite as aggressive as Kevin was, but he has hit the apex somewhat. Hasn't cut it as much as he can though. So he's being a bit more conservative with track limits. Which of course then may pay off in the race. With having less penalties. Now into the final corner. The Parabolica. Coming out the other side. What's it gonna be for Bazooka in the end? That's gonna be a 1:20.103, 6th position for the Aston Martin driver. JMS invalidated his run. Darky's back out again, 26.4 in the first sector. Edwin as well, he is 4.5 tenths down. Sully starting a lap.
Darky took a beautiful line through the De La Roche chicane.
Ewek is
Right up
5
on the
tenths
inside
down.
curb, and somehow didn't spin the car.
So we should keep an eye on Darky. We'll see if he can maybe jump right up the grid.
Fuck with a terrible cut, Ascari. Took way too much on the inside. Invalidated another lap.
52.9, that's the quickest we've had so far.
Oh, he's almost lost it to Ascari though. And that might have thrown it all away. Looked very fast so far this lap, as he said.
It was looking like he was on course for pole, but that could lose him up to 3 tenths because it's a long straight after.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of speed doing that. And over the line it's a 1:19.715, still third position.
Yeah.
And a lot of time to be gained with that mistake he made in Ascari. Marcelio and Desi both on laps as well right now, in 14th and 15th. This will be their... Oh, Sully! 19.520, the first driver to actually beat the qualifying target time. So I think most people are on a wet slap here. I don't think there would be this much... yeah, slower than I anticipated otherwise. Desi with a very strong Ascari, I would say. Keep an eye on him as he approaches the final corner. Can maybe get himself into the in the upper end of the top 10 maybe. And over the line, what's it gonna be? A 1:19? Yes, 19.770, 7th position. But very close there between... I mean, look at the gap from Darky to Desi. That is 55 thousandths from 4th to 7th.
Mihai went deep at turn 1, he's had to cut the chicane, he's invalidated his lap here. As soon as he started it.
Marcelio 55.9 in the middle sector, so not particularly competitive to what we were seeing earlier.
Yeah, he had a moment at turn 1, went onto the gravel on the exit of turn 2.
Surprised they're going to finish the lap then.
Invalidated their lap at the exit of the second Lesmo. They're 10th up off sector 1 and invalidated on the exit of the second Lesmo.
Sean Moon was up by 1.5 tenths in the middle sector already, and now another great Ascari by him. Just to catapult him right off the field if he just nails the Parabolica as well. Maybe even into pole position. Can he beat Sully as he comes up the line? Doesn't take all the track on the axle of the Parabolica. And now over the line, say 1:19.466, a new fastest time. We've got Damien on another lap here. Mihai back into the pits. Damien had a bit of a moment coming out of turn 1 there. That might not have been ideal for him. But we'll wait and see what his sector 1 time ends up being. He is down by 4.5 tenths. He has lost a lot of time then in sector 1. Probably with that mistake that we saw in the first corner. 4 minutes to go, so this might be everyone's last chance in this quali session. Damien could maybe abandon this lap and go back to the pits if he wants to. If he doesn't think he can improve any further after the mistake in sector 1. He's actually brought it back, he's down only 5 thousandths after the middle sector, so he's lost 4 tenths and then gained 4 tenths. So definitely a lot more pace, yeah, out there in theory for Damien. As he comes up to the line, is he gonna finish the lap or is he gonna go back to the pits and try again? And it looks like he is gonna go back to the pit lane. So not happy with this one. Wants one more go right in the end. Edwin, 87 thousandths gained in the first sector. And Kevin on his final lap as well. And for Kevin, his previous best at 19.724, he's gaining 78 thousandths in the first sector. Very, very close margins at the front. Sean meanwhile rolling back in the pits. As Edwin is up by 2.5 tenths in the middle sector. Edwin on an absolute storm overlap here. Gonna keep an eye on Kevin now as he approaches the Ascari chicane. Is he still up? Has he nailed the Nesmo and the Lavager? Yeah, he's up by just over a tenth there. Kevin doing quite well as well. And over the line for Edwin.
I thought he was a bit cautious there for Ascari.
19.113. Yeah, Kevin had a great Ascari on his first lap, but this one didn't look as great, so we'll see if he can still improve. And now he goes
Oh,
way
he's going
wide. And Edwin retires from the session.
That's his quality done.
Yeah, I don't think he'll have enough time to get back out in time. We've got just over 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Volk has found
He'd be
6
lucky.
attempts in the first sector again.
Who was?
Volk.
Volk and Marcelio, the only ones on hot laps right now. He's coming up behind Mihai. Maybe some slipstream games being played by the Haas team here. And yeah, that was very nicely timed there. Mihai giving his teammate a very good slipstream down to Ascari. Volk gaining a bit of time from that. And Volk is now up by a full second. If you keep this going, he might jump into the top 10 here. Currently in 13th at 21.509. And into the Parabolica. Staying in 6th gear. Full throttle on the exit and down to the line. How far up the field can Volk jump here? That's a 120.310 P10 for the Haas driver. Marcelio getting a toll from his teammate as well.
Here.
This will be his only quality time in this session. He hasn't put a lap in so far. And now he's giving his teammate a tow as well down the main straight. Very well organized, and a 21.30 for Marcelio. He's now still 14th, the only one behind him, JM, who hasn't put a lap in. Desi down by 89,000 in the first sector. Bazooka getting his tow from his teammate, who now goes straight on at turn 1. So there could be a double slipstream in play if Aston Martin timed this right. No, Marcelio's just gonna let him go. Fair enough. Mihai up by 3.5 tenths in the first sector, and his teammate Thok slowing down ahead of him. Darky starting a lap, currently in 5th. We've seen his mistake earlier, so we know there's more time in here. Keep an eye on him. I mean, that 19.1 from Edwin looks quite strong. But maybe he can end up beating it. Desi's close to the line, but he's invalidated.
That's poor from that's poor from Haas.
Has Thok just blocked his own teammate?
He gave him a tow, and instead of getting out of the way, he just kept going into the corner, went straight on, but it completely butchered Mihai's line.
Great driving from the Haas
all
team.
Control.
Mihai's off at Parabolica.
Mihai is
now,
off, and is out. I think he just gave up.
And now we have Bazooka around the final corner. 20.103 is previous best, and over the line ends up being a 1:19.659 into 5th position. Next car coming up to the line, Damien, currently in 12th, 20.612. Behind him, the McLaren of Owais. And over the line, Damien, 1:20.427, 11th, and then Owais right behind. Goes into 9th, 20.035.
Yeah, Sully messed up the second chicane, has aborted his lap.
Ewek jumping at the 4th, an 8.5 tenth gain.
2.5 tenths up for Sean.
Darky didn't improve on his 19.7 in the end. We've got Kucho still going, but he is invalidated. JM and Sean are the only ones still out there.
This could be... Oh, it's
JM back in the pits. And Sean, can he beat Edwin's time right in the end? It's a 1:19.186. It's close, but he cannot.
I'm baffled by JM pitting. He was... the... like, top 5. So, I don't know why he would have.
Well, I can't explain it to you either. Here we have our quality results. So, Edwin on pole, 19.113, followed by Sean, 73 thousandths behind, 19.186, and then a long way behind Sully, 19.520. And those three the only ones who have beaten the qualifying target time, 19.550. Ewek in 4th. And then Kucho very close behind, only 3 thousandths separating those two in 4th and 5th. Bazooka in 6th, 19.659. Darky in 7th, 19.715. Made a mistake on his lap though, keep an eye on him. Kevin very close behind, 19.724. Desi, 19.770, very close between those three. Always rounding the top 10, 20.035. And then Thok, Damien, Mihai, Marcelio, and JM at the end of the grid. That was very close in time there. I just about got through all of them. And yeah, now we are ready for the race.
Mihai's put in chat that he was running a wet setup and then tried to say he was purple in sector 2.
I mean, that is the second
wow, that is a lot of rain.
Corners. So, it's not the worst. It's not, like, unimaginable.
That is a lot of rain.
I can see at least 5 cars going round at turn 1.
Jonathan, you got some experience. How do you survive turn 1 incidents at Monza?
Well, you get your teammate to go down the inside of you from 4/10 back, and then you're gonna take the corner normally, but you don't realize the other guy's teammate is coming, and then you actually spin round, lose 10 seconds, and actually lose any hope of you doing anything in the race. So that's my tips there.
You forgot the best part, which is when the FIA goes, safety car? Nah. Oh, 5 red lights.
Alright, here we go. Ready for the race start.
Very quick.
And the 5 red lights are on. It's lights out, and away we go. Full wet tires for the entire field here, and Edwin squirming away from the line. There's a car. Oh, there's a car in the barrier already.
There's a crash at the
Sean
back.
has jumped Edwin. Sully has jumped Edwin. Edwin with a terrible start. Kutscher alongside him as well. And we'll see into turn 1.
With Sully down
Oh,
the
what is,
inside.
oh, everyone has
they've
missed the
all
corner.
gone-
No one has
oh
made
my
it.
God.
No one has made the corner. It is Kutscher in the lead, followed by Sully, and then Sean. What
Oh
a
my
first
God.
corner. Edwin and Desi side by side. Oh, it's Edwin and Sean side by side, sorry, for 3rd position. Quite literally, no one made turn 1. I have never seen anything like that. Sully goes
Sully's
off in
gone
the second chicane.
Kevin's
Rejoined
off as well.
just enough Sean. Now they're fighting into the Lesmos. But Sully stays ahead. There could be a lot of wing damage.
Contract between Desi and I think Edwin, maybe. And now
Miha is up into
Damn,
fifth.
really.
the inside.
Oh, it's a car around. Desi's around, and into the wall goes Desi. But I
Oh,
think he's gotten very lucky there by hitting it straight on. And his tires being
Kevin's
fine.
gonna get past Mihai. Mihai's slow
Mihai's got
on
no
the
straight
straight.
line speed at all. That was
I
dark.
wonder if he
into
has a
the back of
problem.
Desi at the Lesmo, and like that Kevin through, and Kevin through Mihai as well. At the very start there, that was OY spinning at the back, and I think he blocked both Marcelio and Damien.
I think what happened was Owa's got a terrible launch. Because I saw it was definitely
Well,
the poor
Jonathan just
section
lagged
at the
out
back.
right there, I'm sorry.
Yes, cheers, mate.
Well,
Yeah,
Sean
Miha,
leading
I
from
think
Sully.
Parabolica, the two
Darky
Astons
and Thok in the pits.
and the AlphaTauri. Damien's come in as well. The Aston Martin side by side down the straight here. And it's Bazooka Joe that pulls ahead.
Sean makes a
Yeah,
move
we've
on
got four in
Edwin.
the pits.
All sideways coming out of turn 1 there. And now we've got Mihai trying to make a move on Kevin. Mihai wanting to make good use of those high wings. It's an Aston Martin stopped at turn 1. That should be, I think, Mr. Marcelio. Mihai missing a lot of that straight line speed. Cannot get past Kevin anyway. As JM makes a move on Ewek up into 7th. And now Mihai's gotten past Kevin somehow. Contact mate!
Oh, he's made contact.
And now JM
I know.
tries to take the
JM's
opportunity,
gonna
but he's
try
boxed in
again.
behind Kevin and stuck. As they are now side by side in the Lesmos, and they're just crawling around this racetrack. And Mihai has got the inside line. JM with a massive slide. Ewek may have a little look at him. Mihai has gotten past Kevin. But Kevin, can he now try and fight back? Doesn't look like it. Mihai seems to be far enough ahead. As JM has a little look up the inside of Kevin to the Ascari. But he cannot pull it off. Kevin goes a bit deep there though. Ewek with a great line through here, seems like... Oh no, he's killed his exit, never mind. And look at the gap Mihai is built already. Mihai is cooking! What is going on with Mihai?
Very impressive. Robert
Will
Bliss will
Sully
the
be able to
four-
get Kucho down towards turn 1?
He's too far behind, surely. They're not without DRS. Yeah, he's falling back. Yeah, the biggest
Yeah.
winners from the start phase, JM and Mihai have both gained 8 places, Kucho's gained 4, Edwin has lost 3. I'd say he's the... Yeah, with this terrible start from the pole position. He will be very, very annoyed with himself in that one. And he's still in the running, he's still in 4th place, no damage or anything, as Mihai misses the first chicane and allows Kevin and JM to slip through, and maybe even Ewek? No, Ewek has had an even worse exit. Why is he coming out of turn 1 in 5th gear? That's a short shift to the extreme. I would look at Mihai's straight line speed, Ewek just flies right past him. Mihai sends it back up the inside, Ewek goes off, misses the chicane, and that will be Mihai ahead of him. Oh no, Ewek just keeps the position, interesting. As JM and Kevin fight for the Lesmos. So much battling going on all throughout the field. And JM completely
Oh,
loses.
and
What a
JM.
save though. Kevin now on the exit, gets bogged down. can't quite get around JM.
Just
Yeah,
a
it's
quick
just
I'm
been
noticing a
quick.
good few. Well, I say good few, but there's at least 3 drivers I've seen have yellow fuel, so they're hoping for safety cars.
Not necessarily, you use way less fuel in the wet.
Oh,
Nice
Mihai
behind out.
Eweg going side by side. Bazooka Joe's gonna go and make it 3 wide.
Gonna be 3 wide into parabolic.
Look at the straight advantage on the Aston Martin there. I think both Eweg and Mihai are on wet setups, and Bazooka is just bullying them on the straight. You're about to see it probably, as we head towards turn 1. Bazooka getting his slipstream, and now it just absolutely rockets past that Haas. He is gone. He has about 10 kph overspeed on the
Not even
Haas.
close.
Mihai sends it up the inside! Oh! Bazooka leaves him the space, more out of self-preservation than anything else. Now as we head into the cover ground there, it should be Bazooka able to defend the position from I can't... The problem with wet setups is that it's very difficult to make moves and make them stick. Because you just... Like, the main place to overtake, the straights, you just lose.
Oh, he's going for it.
Yeah, Mia is having to be so aggressive to get these moves done. Just sending it into the corner, round the outside, up the inside, anywhere. He has gotten back past Bazooka. Yes, he has. Bazooka goes a bit wide and allows Eweg through as well. And now Arsenio is caught back up to these guys. As Sean Moon is also caught Sully. So a few penalties throughout the field as well.
Yeah, quick note
8
on
to
the
Bazooka,
penalties.
5 to Thog, and then 3 to Darky, Kutro, and Sully.
So Kutro, Sully, and Darko got it at turn 1. Fox got a 5-second speeding penalty, and Bazooka Joe got 8 seconds all at turn 1, lap 1.
Yeah, turn 1, lap 1 was an experience. I mean, somehow no one died, but no one made the corner either.
It
Did
gave Bazooka Joe
anyone
straight
actually
5 seconds.
turn?
Surely someone at the back must have made the corner, but at the front, from what I could see, no one made it. Yellow flags for JM,
Oh,
who has
JM
crashed
base.
out of parabolic. Gets a full core
Safety
safety car
car.
deployed. You can see JM's car on the right hand side in the barriers there. I mean, it stopped in a very nice position. I feel like we could have gotten away without a safety car there, but yeah,
No,
full core
why
safety
say
car. Will probably be a pit stop onto new wets for most, maybe staying out to get track position.
Well,
Oh,
the
Weiss
couple
come
of
in already?
drivers ahead of O-Wise all stayed out. They could have come in, like Marcelio, Eweg could have come in, they didn't.
I think the safety car came out after
Well,
they crossed the...
They know they can wait an extra lap, to be fair.
Yeah, that as well, but I think the safety car came out after they crossed the line, so they had no chance to pit anymore. But yeah, they're ahead of the safety car anyways, they can all still pit without losing anything. Any double stacks? No, I think all teammates are... yeah, Aston Martin. But Marcelio has such a big gap behind and it doesn't matter, so... Yeah, no relevant double stacks, I would say. Thog onto Inters, interestingly. So he thinks we aren't far away from the rain calming down a bit.
Yeah, so is Damien.
Okay, so that shows a pattern. So clearly there is multiple drivers who are thinking we're gonna be on intermediate tires soon. I mean, right now this definitely doesn't look like Inters. It's still very much heavy rain.
Yeah, and Desi stuck with a full wet as well, and so did O-Wise.
Yeah, we'll see if it shifts
Yeah.
in the next couple laps.
I mean, when you're at the back, you can try things. You don't have anything to lose.
Yeah, I'm going to assume Jeff is saying something like light rain in 5 minutes or something. Otherwise, I don't see why you wouldn't just pit for wets if you're gonna pit anyway.
Let's
Oh, we'll
see
see.
what the top cars pit for.
If they even pit or if they go for
If
track
they
position.
pit.
They don't pit.
No, Kucho stays out.
Sean is in.
Everyone's staying out. And
Edwin is
Shelby.
in.
So is Edwin. Kevin is
Staying out.
not in.
Mihai. Is he gonna go track
Mihai,
position? He's going track
yeah.
position. Bazooka
Bazooka
in.
pit.
Eweg in.
pit.
Marcelio in.
Marcelio pit.
And it's Inters for Edwin.
Okay, another gamble.
Yes.
And a wing change for Edwin as well, so he dropped back a bit in the train here, I think.
He should be okay.
Oh yeah, he's actually
Yeah,
come
he's-
out exactly where he was before. So the safety car was great for Edwin. Double
So we
second
have
Aston
3
Martin.
Inters runners. Oh, 4
Bazooka
Ears on
serving
the
his
Inters.
penalty and then
Bazooka
changing tires,
also
and
on his
Marcelio's
Inters.
lost so much time from this. Inters for Bazooka, wets for Marcelio, split strategy to Aston Martin, and Marcelio is gonna drop behind O-Wise and Darky here. Although I think, yeah, I think if
so is
Bazooka hadn't got
Bazooka.
that penalty, or Marcelio might have been further up the field. And same for Bazooka, obviously. They've both
I have to
lost.
say, it's looking not far off Inters. at certain parts of the track.
Yeah, it's tough to say, but I mean, I can definitely understand why they've gone into this, because the track will surely only get drier. I mean, we don't have a weather report, the drivers do, so... For us,
Yeah.
it's tough to say what the correct call is.
We'd win.
Surely at some point, Codemasters have to add a weather report for spectators.
Yeah, like they should have like a full radar for like the sky path.
Desi's back in the
have
pits
our
and
own
onto
crew in
Inters.
Shamrock.
So Desi following the other backmarkers right now.
I know it didn't get properly wet at Belgium in our realistic race, but the full wets, sorry, the inters in the wet weren't like that bad.
I was in the party with Lars, and he was gaining about 2.5 seconds a lap.
According
When he
to
put it for the full
Stock,
wets.
the
But
inters and wets have similar pace right now.
Yeah,
Well-
the only reason that the full wets didn't work out was because it wasn't wet for long enough. It went back to Inters before his pit stop, or he could make up a full pit stop worth of time.
I'll rephrase then. Well, at least for me, it didn't feel like it was like a DNF risk running the inters in the wet.
I felt like my life was in danger every second of driving.
Just my setup then.
Probably your assists, surely. I was like 45 degrees sideways every time I braked, or any time I touched the throttle.
So I've got ABS on, but I have I use no traction. But,
Ah, fair, okay. So, I mean, the ABS, the braking was the most difficult for me, I would say. But the traction
Yeah, I
certainly
can
wasn't
see
great
that
either.
side. Yeah, I've been no traction the whole of F123.
Fair enough.
Darky has gone off at turn 1.
And he has been
and
jumped
will
by
actually lose
Marcelio.
the position.
Oh no, he hasn't.
Oh,
Marcelio
but
has to let him back
it's
through.
back.
Never mind.
He's lucky there. I think the top 4 could be vulnerable here.
Damien is back in for Inters again.
If
You
the
already had
Inters
Inters,
are already
that's
at similar pace,
quite a weird one.
I think 6-lap-old ones could be at risk from cars behind.
It's definitely, the rain is definitely less intense at this point. So, I think the guys when Inters made the right call. And if Zetka doesn't come in this lap, surely everyone who's still in the wet's gonna pit for Inters now. You have to.
It won't come in this lap. I think the Red Bull's too far away.
Yeah, and surely the ones who haven't pitted yet have to make the pit stop now. And yeah, give up track position
Yeah,
to at
they're
least
just gonna
like
lose too much.
yeah, you're gonna lose a full pit stop if you don't pit
losing
now.
the pit stop will not be as bad as if you don't pit.
We'll see Fock in P4, Damien and... No, not Damien, because he's too far behind. They'll come out ahead of him, but we'll see a Fock P4.
Yeah.
Should be. It depends on who pits now. But I mean,
If
I'm
everyone
thinking surely
is.
all of these guys have to come in. It's so clearly Inters.
Yeah. In they go.
Going Sully in.
Kevin is
stays
being
out.
stubborn, and so is Mihai.
Mihai stays out.
And so is Sean.
Always stays out.
Well,
And
Sean
so
just
I
did, to be
don't
fair,
get
so-
why you'd stay out. At this point, we are clearly in intermediate conditions, and the only thing you're achieving by staying out is getting track position for one lap until they fly past you.
Yeah, Kutcho's only lost 8 from this, which isn't the worst.
Yeah, surely you'd rather be 9th and still in the running than be first and have to make an extra pit stop and end up last 20 seconds off the field.
Yeah.
Oh, Kucho has completely missed turn
And
one.
Kutch completely missed. And Decky is back in the pits once again. What stop are we on now for him? Let's have a look.
That's his third pit stop in this race.
Nope, 4th.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, it said 3, now it says 4. Jesus. Is he even gonna catch the
That
field at
is-
this point? I mean, he's still so far
I
behind.
don't think so. It will come in this lap.
Yep, it's been 3 laps,
think it has
it's
to.
not gonna wait for him any longer. So, I don't see why he pitted again, because he's just gonna miss the restart now.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange call that.
I just watched back the clip from Turn 1, Lap 1. First of all, it's amazing. Second of all, credits to Kevin, Eweg, and... Not Eweg, Kevin... I think... What was it, Eweg? Kevin, Eweg, and JM all managed to actually make Turn 1. The rest of them didn't make it.
Lovely. Well, the safety car's been called in, Kevin is conducting the restart, and Desi is miles off because of his, 3 extra pit stops during the safety car. So, not ideal for him.
Or okay. What lap did the safety car come out?
I can't
Was it
remember.
Like 4?
Kevin is getting ready for the restart. Safety car is far enough away, he could go at any moment if he wants to. He's just waiting for the perfect moment to try and catch Mihai off guard. And there we go,
And
now Kevin is
gone, I
restarting the
think.
race.
Definitely caught Mihai napping a bit.
Bit of a slide on the exit of the Parabolica.
Oh, so does Mihai though, and Sean's going to have to try to get a move on here.
Edwin on the Inters is already nearly a second behind Sean though. He's had a poor restart.
Bazooka is immediately making a move on Owise and Sean on Mihai as well. Bazooka on the left hand side of Owise heading to turn 1.
Jesus,
Already
Mihai
making
trying
good use of
to
those
stick it.
inters against the wets. Goes a bit deep, but he does get the move done on Owise. Owise trying to switch back, but does he have traction exit? Thok with a 10-second penalty.
Seconds.
What has he just done? He is, I think he's just taken the escape route past half the field, and now he has to give everything back.
Mihai Curvagrande on the Inters. He's up to P3 already.
Yeah, Mihai is
Those
guarding on
inters
those
look
wets,
quick.
and now he's got Ewek right behind him as well. As Owise is still trying to battle as an AlphaTauri.
Kucho's
Kucho!
off. Kucho's off. I don't know what happened. Just switched onto him and he was in
Sean
on
gonna
the
go down the
gravel.
inside of Kevin. No, he backs out of it.
Yeah,
Kevin
but
a
they're
little
both
bit
being chased by
easier.
Edwin. They're fighting
I
for,
mean, they
for
need to be
P1
smart
here.
here.
Sean with a great exit, and Sean on the right hand side of Kevin absolutely flies past the Ferrari. And now Edwin
think
trying to get
Edwin's
involved
right on
here.
the back of them here. The Inters are
Heading into
clearly
a
the bigger
Ascari.
tie right now.
Kevin with a bit of a slide. Edwin
Oh,
as well, but
Kevin.
Edwin should have a much better exit now. Sean is absolutely rocketing away from Kevin. Kevin cannot keep up with his pace, as he's also going to get to contest with the intermediate runners behind him. Edwin and Ewek closing in quickly. We'll see if Sean and Kevin stay out any longer. Kevin gets passed by Edwin coming out of Parabolica, and Ewek might try and follow through shortly.
Suddenly passes Mihai. Mihai's down like 7 places already on 1 lap, and he's now been passed by Darky coming into the pits as well.
Ewek flying past Kevin. Another full course safety car.
Any speeds.
Why is there a
Oh.
safety car?
I'm not sure.
What has happened?
No one's
I'm not
crashed.
sure what happened there, but Marcelio took a really hard right to get into that pit lane. He was definitely past the white line.
Well, if
There's
no
a
one has,
bit of a
I wasn't
destiny.
on it, so unless anyone has a recording of that, he's gotten away with it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to snitch on him being the third commentator.
Right, race has been neutralized again. I have absolutely no idea why.
I mean, this is safe Sean and Kevin here. They won't lose as much.
Owise as well, all 3 of them still on the wet tires. I mean, they're still going to drop to last.
Oh,
the pit
yes.
stop.
But it's better than being an entire pit stop behind.
It's also saved Desi's come in again for another set of Inters.
Is he going to make the same
What
mistake
is
again, where he just
Marcelli
pits
doing?
every lap on the safety car and doesn't bother trying to catch up in the field?
Desi's now made 5 pit stops now. He's gone wet, 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 into.
You only have 3 fresh inters. You already used all of them now.
Meanwhile,
This
What a waste.
is Alfa Romeo
hasn't
heritage.
stopped at all.
I mean, surely at this point, I said it last time, but surely this time, everyone who's still on wets has to come in for inters. We'll see also which of the inter runners pit again, whether they go for the fresh tires or for track position. But the guys on wets, you have to pit.
I think Fock
Yeah.
on the 5-lap Inters might be coming in. I mean, they're quite old. Compared
Sean
to a
Moore
lot of
is in, Edwin is out, Ewek staying out, Kevin in, Bazooka staying out, Owise in, Thok in,
Yeah, Fock.
So it's
Sully
Fock.
out, Darky out, Damien out, Kucho in,
Kucho in. And that is
And surely
good for now.
Mihai, Marcello, and Desi will stay out.
Yeah, they just
Well,
pit.
Mihai and Marcello.
You never know with Desi.
We can't count on Desi. Place your bets.
Desi is trying to break the record for most pit stops in a race.
Sean
I got
coming out in
faith in
7th,
this
Kevin
time.
8th, Owise 9th. But it could be close there with Mihai coming out of the pit exit here. And Mihai ends up in 9th behind Sean Moon and Kevin. Then Owise, Thok, Kucho in 12th. Although Marcelio is going to pass him. Could be
Desi stays
close. I
out.
think Kucho is just about going to have him here. Yes, Kucho in 12th, Marcelio in 13th. And Desi in 14th.
Kucho misses turn 1.
It's not every single time he comes out the pits. They're just not gonna learn from it.
I think Sean and Kevin have done well there. P7 and 8 is not
Now
bad.
the tyre advantage.
And
So, yeah.
Mihai actually managed to get back to 9th somehow.
Yeah.
Only
This
one
is
DNF
Edwin,
so far,
after his
surprising.
terrible start, he's now back in the lead. Made the correct call under the last safety car. There's now a slight tyre
a
advantage
championship top
for...
3.
There's now a slight tyre advantage for everyone from P7 downwards. Sean, Kevin, Mihai, Always, Thok, Kucho, Marcelio and Desi. But I mean, most of these 5, 3 and 4 laps that these guys have on their tyres has been under safety car conditions. So I don't think it'll be too bad. Maybe a 5 to 10% difference. But it all counts, especially in the intermediate conditions. The difference between fresher tyres and older tyres is massive.
Now, Desi's been on these tyres for a while. Would he consider a pit stop?
Oh, Darky and Damien seem to be undecided who gets to be ahead here. They've decided on Darky. Everyone has now caught up to the safety car.
Doesn't
Should
say
be
okay.
in at the end of this lap.
The Red Bull pit crew finally get to sit down.
No more pit stop practice required from Max Verstappen anymore. Desi has got it all of it in.
The championship top 3 are now 7, 8 and 12, so
Not cooking.
not not where you'd think they'd be, but obviously them, I don't know, all 3 of them gambled at the start of the safety car. Cucho took the hint and pit, and then Sean and Kevin actually benefited more. Because I don't know what happened to Cucho, but he went off into the gravel right here at the De La Roche chicane.
Yeah, it was a very, very chaotic restart again. Lots of battles all over the field. I was doing my best to keep my eye on the ones in the front. On the restart, it'll be Edwin against Ewek heading to turn 1.
Apparently, Thok got hit going into turn 1, which is why he got his 10 seconds.
Yeah, I saw the message that he sent. But I always try to ignore that because I don't want to... If I say what he said, then it's just unfair on Kucho, you'd have to say, because I don't have both views. I'm just trusting what one driver said. Always that driver's gonna be biased towards himself, so I just leave that of the stewarding to the post-race process.
That's fair.
And just ignore it
That's
while
why I
I'm in
said
the middle of the race.
according.
I wonder if Mihai's message is why the safety car came out. He said he tried to get into the pits but was blocked on all sides. Sorry, Marcelio. So I wonder if...
Edwin is
Marcelio
restarting the
is
race, heading to the
Mihai.
final corner right now. There we
Now
go, he's
it's
gone now. I think
Going
Ewek has
in the
a
final
very good
corner.
restart here. Although he's had a bit of a moment there, I think, and now he's lost a lot of time. The initial restart was good, but then he couldn't quite get the power down. Seen Damien all over the back of Darky as we head into turn 1. Thok on the pit lane. Damien has a little look up the inside. Can he send it on Darky? He has the inside line, and he does send it. Goes a bit deep, bit of contact made.
Ooh,
Dragging
contact.
Wheels. Darky trying to switch back, but it's Damien
Marcelio's
ahead
gone
into
straight on.
5th.
Marcelio straight on the chicane.
Yep, and he's in the grass as we now have Sean going around the outside of Darky, making use of those fresher intermediate tires up into 6th position. Putting a car in between him and Kevin could be quite crucial at the end later. Just getting through these cars quickly. His
There's
next
an
target
E-front
will be
wing
Damien.
block. It's a complete disaster for him.
Yeah.
Sean Woolm with a great exit off Lesmo 1. Has a look up the inside in Lesmo 2. Quite tricky to pull this one off. Damien leaves him the space. That's Sean Woolm up into
Very well done.
P5. As Kevin is now trying to make a run on Darky, although Darky with his great straight line speed just rockets away from the Ferrari. So is Kevin stuck for a little while longer in P8 there, as Mihai also has a little look at Kevin as well. Kucho all over the back of Owais in the fight for the final points paying position. P10 there as Kucho sends him the dummy up the inside now into the Parabolica. And he has pulled off the move on Owais. Kucho back into 10th. Fast lap the race from Edwin.
Sean is gaming rapid.
Although Sean immediately
on
beats it.
the 4.
Darky, Kevin,
He's getting
Mihai,
7
all
tenths
very
from
close
that
together
lap.
heading into turn 1. Might we see some late moves here? As Ewek gets the lead on Edwin. What is happening up front?
Chicane. I think
Ewek.
it's the chicane.
Oh, yep. Ewek making a mistake there. And he's dropped down into
And
4th.
he's gonna lose down.
5th.
Yeah, 5th now. Wow.
Sean on the back of Sully. So Sean already, back in podium contention at this point. He's done
Mihai
really
going
well
around
for
the
himself.
outside of Kevin here. What a move. Kevin breaking way too early.
Kucha's gone way too deep there.
Mihai's now trying on Darky. Can he get 2 moves for the price of 1?
Oh, that would have been quite some move. Darky
Oh,
with a bit of an
he's
slide on the
early.
exit, and now Mihai on the inside.
Kusho down on the inside of Kevin as well.
Oh, that's close.
But now Darky with the straight line speed should be able to pull away from Mihai once again. But what a battle this is from P7 to P12. So close together, all of these guys. And fighting it out hard for
Sean
these
all over the
positions.
back of him. Sully here, he's gonna go for it now. And he will get it.
Kucho loses the rear
No,
end.
two.
Kevin's having a go at him now. And it will get past.
So
Kevin up to
Sean
ninth
and
there.
Kevin were right with each other, and now there's 6 cars, or 5 in between the 2 drivers.
Yellows in sector 3, and that's Darky.
Nice. Darky.
Darky.
Darky and Damien both around the
And
Parabolica.
Damien.
No
There's no
front wing
way
on Darky's
to
car
stop
anymore. Damien staying outdoors, so no massive damage for Damien. Desi and Owise very close to getting into turn 1 and very close behind Kuchra as well. Maybe a 3 wide moment coming up here as Desi goes up the inside of Owise. Only 2 wide. Darky retiring from the race. Contact mate! Oh, Desi with a bit of a
Ooh.
moment there now. And that's allowed Kuchra to pull away massively. Always comes out ahead of Desi. Marcelino is close in massively, and so is Damien. He's back in the fight for this position after the incident between him and Darky. And now Damien making a move on Marcelino to the outside line. Although Marcelino breaking quite late, all over the inside curb. Damien tries to get back in there, but that was never gonna work. Marcelino is the curse position. Sean now is caught up to Bazooka and Edwin. And he's already in the fight for the race win now. Sean, what a restart spin by him. He was with Kevin. Kevin is now in 7th. Sean is in 3rd.
But more importantly, there's like 6 seconds between them. 5, 6 seconds.
Great exit by Sean, and he's got the run to the outside line. Slipstream from Edwin ahead. Edwin switches to the inside, gives Slipstream to Bazooka, but it doesn't matter. Sean just leaves him for absolute dead. No chance, Bazooka. And Sean
The
might be
grip
ready to now
level's
make a
right
move on
out.
Edwin for the lead. Edwin defending the inside line, but it doesn't seem to matter. Sean, look at the straight line speed he has, and he just flies past the McLaren. Sean back into the lead of the race. Edwin is putting back in the slipstream. He's gonna try it up the inside. Is he? No, he isn't. He brakes early, and that's Sean Moole into the lead of the race. Can he now pull away from the field and secure this? He's done so well on that restart. Most battles have calmed down a bit now. Edwin, Bazooka, Sunni still close together. Mihai, Kevin, and Kucho as well. More penalties now. Marcelio with a 3 second.
Will Edwin, Bazooka, and Eweg be able to go to the end from here?
They should, because
21 lap
most
old Inters.
they've spent a lot of time driving on the safety car on those tires, so they shouldn't have too much wear.
That's true.
But we'll see. I mean, it might be
Bazooka.
faster to pit again. We don't know if they can make out that much time. We also don't know if the rain is gonna stay until the end. It could get dry. Who knows?
Yeah. Sean Mull up on his time once again. He is absolutely flying.
Yeah, Sean has just left the entire field in his rearview mirror, and he is pulling away. Exactly what he needed in this title fight. Kevin in 7th, Kucho in 8th, his title rivals. At the moment, at least, not scoring too much.
That's a big swing on the points.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through the season yet, and we do have 3 very clear title favorites, and Sean does seem to want to now pull away from that group even more. Sully with a move on Bazooka at turn 1. He's got the inside line, which will turn the outside for turn 2. Bazooka is hanging in there, leaving space to other very nice, very respectful racing. And now on the exit, Sully does seem to have the advantage, and he has got away with the move. Penalty for Kuchra as he cuts turn 1, it seems. Kevin now with a move on Mihai for P6. Goes around the outside to Cobra Grande.
Mihai got a poor X out the first chicane, he was a bit wide. Just let Kevin through.
But look how late Mihai is on the brakes!
Jesus.
He's completely overshot the corner.
Wow.
And that's obviously Kevin back into the 6th position.
Mihai is desperate.
Well, Mihai is now got to also contest with Kucho right behind him. He's trying to get back into Kevin, but well, surely he's too far behind to make a move here. He's gonna have to wait until the main straight probably. They are also catching on Ewek ahead.
Kucho with a massive slide in the middle of the chicane.
He's now dropping
He's lost
massively
one.
back. And always closes back into him.
Sully might be close. Nah, probably not this time.
Now he's burning overtake. I think he might go for it. Yeah, because
Oh, yeah,
Edwin,
he
I
has
think he
the
has a
straight
wet
speed,
stop
never
on, while
mind.
Sully has a dry stop. So Sully, making use of those
That
much
is
lower
a
wings.
Crazy different.
Yep, and just flies quite faster. Mihai crawling across to the main straight in comparison to what we just saw Sully do. Obviously, no chance of putting a move on Kevin like this. But they are both, I think, mainly looking at Ewek to try and get that P5 in the end here. Sean already
Possibly P4
3 seconds
depends.
ahead of the rest of the field. He has done really, really well. 9 laps to go in the race. I will go as far as to say if there's no more safety car, Sean should have this one absolutely in the bag. He can only beat himself at this point. As long as he
You
keeps the
were
car on
asking
track,
for
as
a
long as there's no more safety
commentator's
cars. This should be...
Mihai maybe the run on Kevin. No,
I'm not sure. His straight line speed is so terrible, he can't, even with the slipstream. I think he's gone a bit too high on the wings, with it up.
Got a good run for Ascari though, but sliding on the exit.
Ooh, Swire.
It has allowed Kevin to open up the gap a bit again. It doesn't help that Mihai has completely burned his battery. I mean, same goes for Kevin, same goes for Ewek. No one here has any battery left. Kuchlo as well, they're all at like 10% at most. So we go over the main straight once again. Mihai in the slipstream of Kevin, but not even closing in whatsoever. As Kevin is picking up a tow from Ewek up ahead as well. Ewek goes very deep.
Ewek's very deep.
Yellow flags for Thog at Ascari.
Hawk
Oh, I
is
just
round.
driven into a wall. I'm
Oh,
not sure what
and that's
he's
a full
doing.
course safety car again.
There it is. And Sean's lead is gone.
So I think what's just happened there is Fock was facing the wrong way. He's put a lot of power on to try and spin himself around, and ended up just driving into the wall. I don't think it was on purpose. I think he was trying to spin himself around, but he just didn't spin. He just drove into the wall.
Well, this is
Well, I
hopefully
know
and probably
a certain
the final
Williams
safety
driver
car in
won't be
this
very
race.
happy.
I think the correct call now is to pit
We should
because
see everyone in the pits.
yeah, I think fresh
Fresh
tires
tire
are
will be such a significant advantage.
yeah, but then there's no DRS, so you've seen how much, for example, Mihai is struggling to make any moves happen. Of course, in the same way, he will be very easy to overtake. But in general, I do think going for track position is an option in conditions like these, despite the massive advantage of fresh tires.
I disagree. It's barely raining right now.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe drives for like someone that could risk
Oh.
it. Really risk it.
I mean, the drivers will
Like,
know
it
whether the
looks
rain's
like
gonna go
it's
away or
close to
not.
soft.
We have no way of knowing that. If the rain is not going away,
We
dry
can see
sounds
from
obviously a terrible
Leo
call.
or Demian on the dries if it's going to stop.
And it
But we
depends
can
when it's
barely
going. I think it just
rain.
stopped. I think it just stopped
I think
raining.
it has stopped.
It has
example,
fully stopped raining.
Kucho was 6
He's
seconds of
stayed
penalty, he
out.
could definitely risk it. Kucho going for the move on Mihai
surely
into
we
the pit lane. He's Sebastian Vettel'd him.
He's pulled it off. Alwise and Sully stayed out.
What is Sean onto?
We'll
Sean
see.
on new inters. Edwin on softs.
Edwin Softs.
Bazooka
Kevin
softs,
Softs.
Kevin softs. So yeah, there are a
I
few
saw him
guys
just
on dry
push
tires.
himself
Desi
here.
onto soft as well.
Yeah, everyone's onto the
Mihai
soft
serving
tires
his
here.
5-second penalty. Put the
Mediums from
medium tire
Mihai.
on.
Well, I think Sean has absolutely butchered himself here.
Well, Celia put some inters on.
What I'm mainly interested in,
Sean
the
needs
guys
to
who
stay.
are running wet stops. They're gonna be so screwed. so utterly screwed on this restart. They have no
Yeah.
chance.
So we've got 4 different types of tyre here. We've got the old Inter for Sully and OY. We've got the new Inter for Sean, Marcelio. We've got the new medium for Mihai, and everyone else on the new soft.
I mean, if you're gonna be
I think
that
the right option
pedantic,
is to leave this off.
5. Always 9 laps, Sully 12 laps. But I mean, you would think they're gonna pit now because
I just don't see a world where the fresh inters are even close to as good as being the softs. They might be good for 2 laps, but it's just going to get dry.
yeah, I don't think it's worth another pit stop. There's not many
I
laps to
think
go.
it's better for Sean to drop to P like 30. Or, where I don't think he dropped right to the back.
I think if you're on Inters
Or
now,
he'd
you
be
have to
close.
pit. You have to pit or dries. You cannot make an extra pit stop this late in the race.
Yeah. It's not
And the
worth
track is
being out
drying
there in
out at
Inters
a decent rate. We aren't far away from dry
It could be
tires.
dry by the time safety car ends.
Exactly. Right now it's definitely still Inter, but by the time safety cars come in, we'll be probably in dry conditions, if not at least
Even
very
if
close.
it is wet conditions, it won't be worth a pit stop to stay out.
We'll see. Sully is
Yeah,
in,
Sully,
Always
yeah.
is in, Sean is
all
in.
in.
Marcelio's the only other car still on
And-
the intermediates.
Edwin takes the lead of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, once again.
What will help?
Kevin now into the top 3, Kucho up to 4th. So
Edwin in
that's
the end made
swung things
all the
around
right
between-
calls in this race. That's what has brought him back into P1 so often. Both safety cars, when he made a pit stop for Inters and now the pit stop for Dries, he got it bang on, and it's catapulted him into the lead.
Marcelio in
Yeah,
as well.
Sean out of the points right now.
Sully in 9th, Always 10th, Sean won 11th, and Marcelio last.
What will help a couple of those though is the penalties for the cars ahead. There's 3 seconds for Bazooka, 3 seconds for Eweg, 6 seconds for Cucho, Sully and Marcelio with 3 seconds themselves, but
Sprint to the end.
It's gonna be quite interesting to see. I mean, the track still looks pretty wet, so this is gonna be a very chaotic restart if the safety car comes in this
Yeah,
lap.
there's definitely still a spray from the drivers' cars.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's still want to be on Inters, but by the time safety cars come in, we'll see. I mean, if it
Yeah,
stays
yeah,
exactly like this for the rest of the race, that'd be quite funny.
Mihai the only driver not on a new set of softs. He went for the mediums. He's in touching distance of his first points in a season and a half, but can he bring it home on the slower tyre?
The problem for Mihai is that he's on a wet setup,
And that.
so he's gonna get absolutely demolished
He's
on every
only-
straight.
The only advantage I can see for him right now is he has no pens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that might save him. Safety car, one more lap as Marcelio is not caught up just yet.
And that's probably good for the soft runners. I say that, it's literally everyone but Mihai.
The softs are going to be faster either way. Softs last for 12 laps or more. So there's no worry about the softs dropping off at the end. Mihai has just objectively made a bad call. I mean, maybe he didn't have any softs left, but in terms of softs against medium soft, it's
I still think old softs are better.
easily the better choice.
We're definitely not far off a dry track.
I mean, I still see puddles, I still see spray. We're definitely quite a way off a dry track, I would say.
I mean, visually it doesn't look too bad.
Are we going to see a repeat of the turn 1, lap 1 incident?
I'm
for this
worried.
Sunday?
I think we might,
All the
because
tries.
Everyone on a still wet track.
but the safety car will definitely be in this lap. Everyone is caught up. We're on the 3rd lap of the safety car, so even if they didn't, we'd still be in anyway. It'll be a 5-lap sprint to the end. In damp conditions, as the track's going to be drying out over the course of the rest of this race. Fastest lap points up for grab as well, obviously. Quite likely it will be beaten now, since the fastest lap so far was set in the wet by Sean, 29.049, but that will fall very, very quickly. Edwin in
Would have
P1,
been interesting to see someone on the inters right
other
now.
main contender for the win. Kevin in 3rd, everyone else up there has penalties. Safety car in. Edwin now gets restarted the race. Hopefully these guys have all got the tires at least somewhat warm. I'm sure it's gonna be quite difficult to get tires warm in conditions like these.
So Fox said in the chat that it was what I said basically. He said he couldn't spin it around. And he added Jonathan. I guess he assumed that I am Jonathan.
Well, safety car is almost back in the pit lane.
maybe
Edwin can go at any moment now. He's still slowing down the pack. And has he? He's finally gone into the parabolic, and a great restart by Edwin. He's caught Bazooka off guard completely. Kevin not close to Bazooka either. But we do have Mihai all over the back of Desi. But now as we go onto the straight here, Desi just
Kucho here.
way ahead. Ewek and Kucho side by side into turn 1 as Jonathan says.
Side, go to turn 1.
Oh, contact mate!
Contact.
Ewek into the grass and he misses turn 1 from it.
Off he goes.
That was interesting driving. And Ewek, he's gonna drop so far down the field here.
He'll probably get removed.
I think everyone.
Ewek on the wall!
He's got double reds. Oh dear.
Ewek and Damien with an incident, and we've got a virtual safety car deployed.
He's got 5 seconds for that incident too. That is definitely harsh.
So I think everyone else
He
made
just
sense.
lost traction.
The track is now definitely dry, so this VSC is allowing drivers to maybe warm those tires up a bit more. I'm guessing they won't have been quite up to temperature considering they were driving in wet conditions.
Has wing damage, so...
Well, that's Damien, Ewek out 5 of the points. We can focus on the other 10. Marcelio, Always, Sean, Sully, Mihai, Desi, Kucho, Kevin and Bazooka. I think everybody else is now firmly out of it. Ewek no front wing, and there's Damien, I'm guessing similar.
Damien's missing an M plate. He's got most of his wing. He's missing an M plate.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I couldn't see it because the camera angle was just not showing it. VSC's coming.
Mihai's rear-ended Desi.
Oh!
Mihai just rear-ended Desi.
And I was just about to say,
my goodness.
Mihai keeps it clean. He should have the points, and he's done that.
That is
Damien's
all
got
on him as well.
Well,
That
Kevin
might
is now quite close to back of Bazooka in the fight for P2. This would be quite crucial. If Kevin can get this move done and chase after Edwin for the race win, that would be very, very valuable. 25 points potentially for the championship fight. But right now, Kevin is not able to make a move on Bazooka work.
Damien does come in. I would have just stayed out with the damaged M plate because he would have been ahead of me.
Desi making a move on Mihai. Contact mate, all straight there multiple times. Mihai sends it back up the inside. Ewek out of the race. Mihai has missed turn 1 and Desi has now been squeezed over the exit. Mihai into 9 for now, but I mean,
very aggressive today.
not quite the cleanest way to get into P9.
Let him back through.
I cannot believe that Ewek has just retired. There could easily be a double DNF that would see him into the points in his last 3 laps, and he's just retired 3 laps to go.
Especially because he has to stay in anyway. He can't leave the lobby because of the PlayStation 4 issues. When someone leaves, we made that rule that drivers are not allowed to leave under green flags, as it causes massive screen freezes.
Made that rule.
Oh, Mihai! He's managed to save it. He kept out the wall really well, to be fair, but he got on the outside of the second Lesmo, span it, managed to keep out the wall, but that will surely see him no higher than 10th if he can hold on to 10th, and 1 point for Haas.
Well, Edwin is pulling away at the front.
Now from the start of this lap.
Yeah, Edwin's already gotten out of DRS eventually. He's done really well.
Then towards Ascari, and we will get the first dose of DRS.
Sean is following closely behind Sully, making his comeback maybe onto the podium still. The penalties of Bazooka, Kucho and Sully could be quite crucial for him. Bazooka is trying hard to stay in the DRS of Edwin, who himself has burnt a lot of his ERS. Of course, he'll be mainly worried about Kevin, I would say. If Bazooka passes him, well, it doesn't matter with the penalty. So we're on the last 3 laps of this Grand Prix. Sean following very closely behind Sully, who is just outside DRS when Kucho ahead. So he is somewhat vulnerable to attacks from cars behind. Of both Sean and Always, who are both in DRS range to him. Sean Moore is probably gonna have to wait for the main straight. He's a bit too far behind heading into the Ascari. Although, surely Sully's gonna try and get into DRS with Kucho. And we've got Edwin is out!
Edwin's out!
Oh no!
From the lead!
3 laps before the end, he's binned it! On his own!
Bazooka Joe inherits the lead, but it'll be Kevin that takes it with Bazooka's penalty. It couldn't happen again.
Wow.
For Kevin, could it? Not another
Heartbreak
win.
for Edwin. It was a surefire win for him at this point. He only had to bring the car home. And now Kevin is in prime position to win a race as Sean is chasing after him. Sean with a
wide.
double move as he gets Kucho and is now trying to get Sully as well, outbraking him into turn 1, gets the car stopped and gets ahead. Sean into third, and now Sean is going to try and chase after Kevin for this race win.
There.
1.7 behind. It's quite a large gap to catch within a lap. But we'll see if it's possible. Kevin himself, of course, has to keep an eye on Bazooka's 3-second gap as well. If Bazooka can get a 3-second gap to Kevin, that would be his win. But still, that's a very, very tough gap to build within only 1.5 laps to go at this point. As Damien puts in the fastest lap. Sean is absolutely, completely pulled away from Sully and Kochu behind. He should be safely into P3 on track, and he's closing in on Kevin's DRS range. They both do not have a lot of ERS left. Can Sean pull this around? He's close. If he can get DRS in the main straight, it would be massive. But is he close enough for that? Kevin getting DRS on Bazooka as well. And that might be the deciding factor. Kevin will have DRS on Bazooka. Sean won't have DRS on Kevin. Or does Kevin have DRS? Yeah, Kevin does, Sean doesn't. Like I said.
And does.
Could invite Sully, yeah.
Always flying past Kuchu here
Sully
for
could
P5.
try here on Sean down to turn 1.
He's gonna no.
No, he's
he's
too
not
far
gonna
behind.
try.
He's a penalty. No point. Why would he? You'd just be risking an incident for no reason. Yeah, I think this
Can
might be
Sean
a
catch?
bit too much for Sean to catch up. He would need one more lap to make this work. He simply
He needs
is
to
too
mistake
far behind.
Kevin at this point for a penalty. But Kevin's very good at not exceeding track limits.
I mean, Sean is closing in quickly. He's definitely
Sean
faster.
is quicker right now.
But I don't think it'll matter. I think he's not going to have enough time left to go. He only has the one chance
He
heading
needs
into
this
Parabolica.
straight.
He needs to close in a lot through Ascari, which actually, he is not too far behind now. This might now be possible. Sean has done
They're
a
both
really strong job.
low in ERS.
With the slipstream, he might just about be close enough. Look how close Sean is now.
He might have got the better run.
Oh,
as
what a
well.
great exit by Kevin. I think that saved him. 3/10 away now. Bazooka will win on track, but it's Kevin against Sean
Kevin,
as we
zero
go into
ERS,
Parabolica.
and
Yellow
Sean-
flags Marcelio, who's out right at the
Marcelio
end.
out.
Sean is not going to be able to make the move on
Oh,
Kevin,
he's
but maybe
gonna
now the switch
take in
back
a defensive
out of
line.
Parabolica. No chance. It's Kevin's race win.
Kevin will
He and
have
Monza.
this.
Or is it? Sean is closing it again. No, Kevin wins the race. Sean in second, Bazooka third, Always fourth, Sully fifth, Kucho sixth, Desi in seventh, Mihai in eighth, and Damien in ninth.
Mihai points, and I said it. I said Eweg, why wouldn't you just finish the race? He would have had P10 and a point for him and Williams. Instead, he decided to retire in the pits with 3 laps to go. And Marcello will take P10.
Well, what a race that was today.
P9. Yeah, P10 for him.
Kevin
One
and Sean
one-
under 2/10 on
1:10.
the line. Kevin just about hangs on. Sean would have needed one more lap, one little mistake less. The margin's so tight as well between Always and Bazooka, 2.5 tenths between those two. As Bazooka gets his second podium in 2 races. He got P2 at Baku as well. So he's having a great run of form right now. 1 on track with the penalty dropping down to 3rd. And there we go, Damien over the line, finishing in 9th. That's the race over officially.
You can't help but feel sorry for Edwin. What a drive to come away with 0 points.
Well, in the end, as harsh as it is to say, he only has himself to blame. He's crashed on his own. Which is,
Did everything
Yeah.
right.
yeah, the hardest thing to swallow, but very, very unfortunate. And there we go. Kevin with another race win. In front of the Tifosi. They'll be very, very happy with that one. 25 points. And 25 very valuable points for Kevin in the Drivers' Championship.
At one stage in that
Yeah.
race, it would look near impossible for Kevin to win, but he's done it.
Yeah, it looked like it was Sean plain sailing.
I will mention,
Yeah,
with
like
all
you
of
said,
the
Kevin
chaos
out.
we had, I wouldn't count out some result changes based on post-race penalties, penalty removals, whatever. But for now, these were the results. Kevin P1, Sean P2, Bazooka third, Always fourth with the fastest laps with a bonus point for Always. Sully in 5th, Kucho in 6th, Desi in 7th, Mihai in 8th, Damien in 9th, Marcelio in 10th, and then Edwin in 11th, and DNS for Ewek, Thog, Darky, and JM.
Round of applause for
Just 3 and
Mihai.
8
who
between the
gets his
top 5.
points. Well done, Mihai.
Right, I've said all I need to say, unless you guys have anything left to add. I'll be ending the stream now.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, it was a good race to watch from our view. Just like at the end of the race, less than 4 seconds between the top 5. That's what we want to see.
Right, so yeah, we will be seeing you again in Division 2 next week for the French Grand Prix. Same time as always, and of course Division 1 Sunday, French Grand Prix as well. And the Realistic Division on Tuesday, 7:30 UK at Hungary. So, have a good evening, and goodbye.